can lead us in by singing. Yeah, lead us in by singing.
I don't want to sing right now.
Guess who's visiting?
Hi, guys.
It's Amelia.
I'm breaking my heart.
Yes, exactly. See, we're going to sing anyways. So I invited Amelia here because we got both kind of triggered today.
Egos and egos today.
Egos, that's what we're doing. The ego talk today. Let go my ego. Let go my ego.
It's okay. It's bound to happen.
I didn't smoke that much. We didn't actually smoke before we did this. No, we just ate. So you're welcome.
We ate.
This is us sober. You're welcome for that. So hello everyone. So today let's just talk about what happened.
Let's talk about some great stuff first, like the police today.
Oh yeah, the police. Not one ticket. Hello, Calgary, Alberta. 1,500 people about that today came out to the Walk for Freedom. And also we had a guest speaker, David Avocado Wolf. Booyah! Came to Calgary. I actually met him, as I said, last Sunday, and we've been having some good laughs. So we're going to try and get organized to have a Zoom call between him and I and Fifth Element Goddess, so we can give you a kapow all at the same time. So
it's amazing. Yeah, he spoke today and he was riveting and he was positive and hopeful, and
it was so
really
fun.
Told us about all these opportunities that are ahead of us. So it was a great shift at the rally to hear him speak. And, yeah, you did great.
Yeah, it was really fun. I love it. And thank you, Samantha, for coming and visiting. And yeah, let go of my ego. So I got to tell you what happened today, okay? Because I'm just literally going to put it right out there because this is my ego. So I know a lot of the viewers come out to watch me speak. And I've been trying to get up on the stage to actually speak since September 12th again. But some of the frequencies there, one in particular that kind of...
We have a CW on them.
We have a CW in our group, okay? Which means is...
My opinion, sorry.
A control wand. That's what we should call it.
Yeah. And that's what happens.
Okay, this person is so egocentric that they will say we constantly, but I got gaslit today. There's no other way to say it. They showed up with their form and I basically got shadow banned at my own rally where I invited all of you viewers. So I apologize for not getting a chance to speak today for more than a few minutes. And it was after the walk and a lot of people missed me. There was maybe, 200 people there?
I would say 80% of the people were gone.
80% of the people were gone because they were cold, you know? And all I wanted to do there today was to tell everybody to come tomorrow. That's it. 5 minutes. That's all. But this CW trigger person, Lego my ego dude, has had feedback and some criticism repeatedly. And it has gone nowhere. Like, I mean, zero.
Well, it's sucking energy, though. It's taking a lot of time away.
We have a controlled opposition in our group. I'll just say it. Yeah, she's getting all worked up. She's got to go strip. Do. I'm just kidding. She's just taking her furry vest off, her festival vest. So yeah, it was very frustrating today because and I had a conversation with a fella earlier today who'd never publicly spoke and he wanted to speak and he had a good message and it was going to be I thought pretty short and sweet and to the point. So we had to talk about how to public speak because I said I do YouTube videos all the time. I've actually, in my analytics, I have 2 whole days. You can watch Raven Moonstone on YouTube for 2 whole days.
Without sleeping.
Without sleeping. Don't forget.
It's 24/7.
Don't sleep. And you can watch me and my ego for 2 whole days. It's funny. Who thinks they're funny sometime and has 2 thumbs? Me. Anyways, so
cheers to laughing. Thank you for making me laugh.
Cheers to laughing. I got my Love and Light cup today and she's got the heart bomb. So yeah, we needed it. But I had to actually yes, I made honestly Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It was everything I could do today in my own ego to not walk home after I got shadow banned right off the bat. I was just like, this has to stop. Like, it's either today or it's never. Like, if you're censoring what somebody can say at a rally or for how long, and you're taking up most of the audience with the same repetitive speech you've been saying since day one, is there growth in that as us as a collective consciousness? Is there growth? That was really my concern. We're not growing as an organic.
There's a leveling up.
Yeah, we need to level up here, dudes.
We're past that in the timeline, and there does need to be evolution in what the people want to come and be current.
We want to hear current
the people
things.
Need current.
And there was a couple of really good, okay, David was obviously a very good speaker. He's so funny and hilarious. He's just engaging. And if you don't follow David Avocado Wolf on Telegram, you are missing out. He's like, I've been following him for years on Facebook because he's the meme king of he's my meme co-partner on, and has been for like years. We've been laughing at each other's memes. And now, like, we're laughing at each other's, like, what's going on. Like, really, what's
together.
Yeah. So it's the wolf and the raven. Hey, I never even thought about that. The teacher and the raven.
Well, if he's watching this,
yeah. So
get you in here, David.
Yeah, I figured out how we're gonna get that all sorted. But we're here to raise the vibes. And when your group grows organically from, just maybe 100 or 200 people, the first rally we had at Princess Island Park, to now we're 1,500. Sometimes numbers are great, but if you're not getting the people that have gone, say they went to the first 3 rallies and they've heard the same 3 things, they're not going to come to the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. They're like, I don't want to hear this. I want to hear something different.
And might I add?
Yes.
Our mayor decided to tell everybody that they would be ticketed.
Yes.
And so that number is excluding the people that didn't quite have maybe the courage to come out today, or it was windy, so maybe they didn't make it. And so the numbers were astounding.
Yeah.
And the police were absolutely accommodating.
Exactly. The police were accommodating. And one of the fellows, actually, I posted him in I can't remember his name. Who's the guy with the dreads and the baseball hat? Oh, you know him. Yeah, I know. I'm bad with names. But that guy, I posted a video of him in the Telegram just this last week. And he was doing a speech about, what the heck was it now? But anyways, he's a public speaker just like I am. And then today, out at the rally, some guy came up behind him because he was wearing a Canadian flag on the back of his backpack. He had it ripped and whatever. And the police were totally helpful. I got right off the bat, we got assaulted. There's no other way to say it, but it was a mild assaulting. So there was some weird, funky energy there. So at the very beginning of this, it was probably about 12:15 when I got there. Or no, probably about 12 o'clock, 12:15 somewhere. This happened. This man came up, and Lucy and I were at the front stage. And she's the one who brings the podium. She made the podium. And she was standing at the front stage, and this guy was just standing there like, you guys are here playing your music and every Saturday, and I'm the one phoning the police, and then like literally just started beaking, dude. And I'm like, it's a freedom of assembly, and I can't do anything about people walking around there wearing masks. Like, that's a trigger to me. You can't do anything about us assembling. You can't. So he was just like, I'm going to stand here. And then he took his Tim Hortons iced cappuccino Slurpee shit, real healthy, and he took it out of his straw and he spit it, and it got on Lucy's coat. He was like literally coming and he wouldn't leave. So what did I do? This is rule number 1, how to get rid of a human troll. Pay attention, please, people. People want to know how to deal with the negative energy? This is all you have to do. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I know, dude, really. I got what you're saying. And press record. That guy walked off faster than you could fart upwind, and your whole neighbors were smelling it. Like, he was like, gone. Like, he dropped the stinkiest shit and he had to leave.
Hold my joint and
oh yeah, he literally fucked off there. So just because it was funny, I actually got him on video. Right here, I actually had it. Wait, where was it? There, look. See, here, I'll play the video. This is where he's spitting at us. Wait. Yeah, he just walked away there. So that was a weenie. Listen to the song we're playing in the background. We were dancing, and this loser comes up and just like spits his little. Yeah, see, I've got not enough storage in it. Just wait. My phone. I literally have so many things in there. So.
Digital soldiers in our.
Anyways, this guy was such a wanker, and but I do want to say what I did. And I don't think you even heard the whole story yet.
I wasn't there yet.
So at the very beginning, CTV showed up, and there's a reporter there named Tyson. And Tyson and I were standing there having a conversation for probably about, I'd say 5 or 10 minutes. And he was like, oh, I said, why don't, thanks for showing up. I was very courteous, and we're standing there, and this guy comes up, and he just fucking like, interface with an anonymous mask. But he was already yelling at people down there. And by this time, Tyson had already said, I don't come here because people are yelling at us. And I'm like, fair enough, dude. I said, you're just a human too. It's your job to come out and record all of this and report on it. But it's not your job to edit. You're not the one making the controls on what message is coming out of this. But it is my hope today that you literally see how much love is here among this group. So we talked about that, and it was really interesting because there was a number of speakers who were actually so positive and so uplifting. But then there was a couple of people who used words like fighting and just really not
appropriate for the microphone.
Not appropriate for the microphone, I guess.
Stop it. Moving on.
Yeah, so we have to be conscious. And I will say what happened when I did get up there to speak if you weren't there. And it was the best thing because I didn't even do the speech. I'm like, come on up here, Gabby. So I grabbed Gabby and her mom. And Gabby, I gave her her mom's name is Tiffany. I gave her a few minutes of talk before any of this happened. Okay. And I said, she goes, I want to talk today. And I said, okay. I said, you want to teach people how to feel better? And she's like, yeah. So I showed her the 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D chart. And man, wasn't she amazing?
Oh yeah, she got it.
She had literally people crying. It was so beautiful.
Well, she was worried about her friend and her friend's family.
Yeah,
and way down in fear. Way
down. Like, honestly, so as soon as Misty, thank you for editing. She's going to edit the video and send me a copy of it. Yeah, Misty Wind, if you don't follow her on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, I think that's where she's on Instagram. But she's a real warrior here in town as well. So, and I'd like to give a shout out to Kat and Cash and Ryan, because they go very much, I think. They're troopers. They're hardcore warriors.
First and last and every time.
Yeah, and so we'd like to thank all of those people. So, yeah, you have to treat everybody the way you want to be treated. That's what I.
Well, I felt that today.
I felt like. Honestly, I tried.
I gave feedback today.
I tried and tried and tried. I've repeatedly tried with this trigger to say, look, like maybe we should have a time limit on people and maybe we should do this and that. But it was like, I got an eye roll, actually. That person eye rolled me. And I was like, even you eye rolling is disrespectful. So I think that's what we all have to be cognitive is. when we're delivering a message, even to our family, what place is that message coming out of? You know? And I tried to be full of love and light.
Hey,
I really
80,
did.
20, 99, 1. Come on.
Yeah, 99-1. I was a little bit triggered. If you've never seen Amelia.
Amy came out today, my old
Yes. So we've decided this is what we're going to do henceforward. Tomorrow after Heal the World video in the park, we're going to have a little Red Pill Raven session for all of those people who were left behind today and had to scurry home because they were freezing cold.
It was windy today, but amazing for the people.
It was
that
like
stuck it
minus
out.
10 with the wind chill at least. It was so cold. I had to go home and put on long panties, long underwears. Yeah, long panties. Pantaloonies. That's what I like calling pantaloons. So yes, it can be easier, said than done. Oh man, that's the truth. But this is literally what Gabby said. She's like, you have to just know how to help people from like the one side of being 5D and see them, walk them over the bridge of, she literally said, walk, like I taught her, she's so clever, walk them over the bridge of 4D out of that 3D ego, fear, greed. This is a 10-year-old girl. She's got a bright future. And I said, literally, when we're allowed to travel and I have the means, you're coming on the road with me. You're going to be my little, she's like an authentic little angel. Isn't she just amazing?
Oh, she's a bright light.
She's such a bright light. So I just,
already.
I love
Crystal
her.
Children.
Yeah, she's just so fantastic. So I want everybody to show up tomorrow and try and video your own, please. We're literally putting together a super awesome thing tomorrow. I'm really excited about it. Tomorrow, yes. We'll
save something for tomorrow.
But so, and everybody else, I tried to send out links for the Zoom call and I only got Samantha and Lori last night on a Zoom call, but I will be trying to arrange a couple more Zoom calls, but there's going to be a requirement, laptop only Zoom calls. If you're not on a laptop, it doesn't work out so well for my anxiety. It's happened a few times with lots of other people. So, but it's just easier to be moderated when we're on laptop. So if you can do a Zoom call off a laptop, that's great. And if you have an iPad, that's okay too, but just make sure it's stationary.
Too loud, you can't really publish it because it's too annoying.
Yeah, all these like there's sounds in the background and stuff like that. So we'll try and tomorrow we're going to be at Canada Olympic Plaza where they do the figure skating, and we're supporting Pastor Bob, who was threatened if he fed the homeless that he was going to get arrested. So F that. I'm actually going to the grocery store tomorrow morning before I actually go to, I was going to do some baking tonight. I might be able to, I don't know how much energy I have. I wanted to make some muffins and stuff, but I'm going to pick up a whole bunch of food and bring it down to the function tomorrow anyways.
Speaking of food, there was this table put together and it was a pit stop table with cookies and oranges and coffee and somebody handing everything out ready to go for the walkers. And so hot coffee and it was amazing.
I didn't even see that. What the hell?
I forgot to take a picture. I was just marching with my sign.
I want to tell you all did. Do you know what I did? Because I got bumped from talking. I'm like, I can't walk right now because my feet were so cold. I didn't wear my proper winter boots. So I, Raven Moonstone, sat on the steps of City Hall and smoked the fattest doobie I had in my bag without a word of a lie. Literally. And they were all like, woo, woo, woo. I'm like, well, the cops are over there. Like, it was awesome. It was awesome. Do you know how cool that is? That just made me like OG, right?
Yeah,
I'm OG. Thug life, you know? Yeah.
Are you monetizing it?
Yeah, no, I'm not money. We can fucking swear. It doesn't matter. But yeah. But
grandkids, I learned to keep it.
Oh, I don't care. Grandkids, you think they haven't heard the word fuck? I got to tell you a funny story about my niece while we're talking about this because it's really funny. So my younger sister, her youngest daughter is a couple years younger than my youngest son. So, but when she was like 2, my sister and brother-in-law swear all the time. Like they swear. I don't think it's funny. I don't care. So, anyways, but they were driving. My sister was driving down somewhere like Deerfoot, and this guy cut her off, and like a big highway, and this guy cut her off and swerved in front of her. And all my sister did was like, like this. And my 2-year-old niece in the background, Mom, you fucking scared me. like you fucking scared me. One of the best stories, I swear. Like at 2 years old, you fucking scared me. So yeah, like, I just thought it was awesome. I'm like,
I can keep it peaceful.
So I don't care about the cussing, Yeah.
I'm not working anymore. When I worked, yeah, I knew mixed language, oil and gas mouth. Background.
Okay, so you think I'll learn how to operate ham radios. I love it. So I'll be downloading all of my, I did hear that we might be hitting some internet glitches.
Some rough patches.
But that's all in good time. And here's my whole theory with the alerts, okay? Because I've had some people send me some really weird things ever since my alert video.
Okay.
So one person thought they were using that so that they could emergency alert us to a bioweapon. That's not going to happen. Like, that's fear porn. I don't care who said it or what happened. Like, no, that's not. No. Because the whole thing with the eclipse and us moving forward is the truth coming out, period. You can't deny planetary alignment. And David Wolf talked about that today too. Cheers, buddy. Love it. And she just thinks she can walk off set in the middle, help herself to some more tea and, whatever. But anyways, so what is the address where you do live chats? Oh, a Zoom. I use Zoom for live chats. So we can have, I think I've had 3 or 4 on there. So without paying. So I thought it might be a test to see how many cells and computers and TVs they could reach that too. And also, if you know anything about like what the plan is, we're supposed to have the media being taken down at some point. And then we're supposed to have the boop and emergency broadcasting. Now, I don't know if that's happening before Christmas, but it might happen before Christmas and then it might happen in March or April. But either way, it's happening. Like, full disclosure, it's happening, period. So I think some of the stuff that we'll be hearing is going to be in like the tribunals, and all of that is going to be in little bits and pieces. So we're not going to be
shock and awe and drop.
So the timelines of about 3 or 4 years ago are going to come to light now as if they just happened, like arrests.
Right.
Like, oh, HRC just got arrested. Really? Come on now. We all know that was 4 years ago. Like, come on now. So we're going to see a lot of that stuff. My email address is ravenmoonstone@outlook.com. So, and if I do send you a link, if you say you want a Zoom link, check your junk box for the Zoom link too, because that's probably why maybe some people missed it last night. But I did send out invites for it. So, yeah, there's a truth coming out. Big. I'm excited. Are you?
I've always been excited. This has been a great show.
This has been a great show.
When you know it's a show.
It is a show.
It's a
show. And I think there's a lot of people who are like, oh, the sky is falling. Well, listen to wise old words from Gabby. Don't let the 3D fear take you down. She was so cute. It was awesome. So
shout out to Gabby.
Yes, shout out to Gabby. Did I see Jason Kenny apologizing for the lockdown? Yes, I did. So he knows that they're against our human rights. We actually had a lawyer speak today, a doctor speak, Dr. Joni. We love Dr. Joni. She's amazing. She's seen her parents be brutalized and like a whole bunch of stuff happen. Like I want to actually have her on my couch one day and have a Zoom call, like just a live video with Dr. Joni. She's really awesome. So, fines are being given for not wearing a mask. Oh, you were told $10,000 fines or no. So this is the whole problem that we're coming to is I heard the guy that was arrested in the Edmonton Costco is a false flag. It's a fake. It was a setup. That's to scare people from actually going. I met the lady today. Shit, I forgot her name. The one that walked into Costco without her mask. And I'm like, dude, I was just talking about you yesterday on my show. I didn't see the video, but I know he walked up and said, I have a membership here and I wasn't informed of any of this, so I'm allowed to shop here. That's against my human rights, and just marched right past them. It was
Brilliant.
baller.
That's actually a really
so
good
I met
angle.
that girl today and I was like, oh man, I love her. Oh man, what the heck is her name? I forgot. So I'm so sorry. So now a lot of the things that are going to be happening are, yes, in The Hague. That's the other thing that a lot of people aren't realizing happening in the back scenes. So I believe General Flynn has taken these 17 countries that I spoke about last week in a video to The Hague. Oh, deja vu, dudes. Like you, me, this, us. You're welcome.
Deja vu.
Well, another cheers. But the 17 nations that are going to The Hague are because our human rights have been violated in the name of democracy and voter fraud and a whole pile of other shit and treason. That's really what it comes down to. So, and also it comes down to that executive order from September of 2018, where it says election fraud and all that yada yada stuff. And we talked about that last week and how they only have 45 days to go through so much of that election fraud and then another 45 days. So within 90 days, that's going to be disclosed and wrapped up. So we're like before Christmas, shit's getting real. It's getting real, like really. So yeah, I really do think. Why isn't the Yukon on there as a part of the 17 countries? Where or the UK? Oh, sorry, Yukon. I'm like reading it with my. Okay, so here's the first part of the parts with the 17 countries. To my understanding, when I look at the countries, so Russia and North Korea, I'll just use those two examples. Trump's been working with both of those leaders for some peace. And I recently saw a tweet about Snowden and Julian Assange getting released or pardoned as well. So that we may be expecting that. But the whole reason with these 17 countries is it's Canada, Australia, and a lot of these had or Commonwealth countries were under the sovereignty of the Queen. Like we gave the Queen money. So that's what's being broken right now in the military courts is the ties between Canada, the United States, and all of these places. And Germany's on there, I believe. They're actually on here. Do you mind going in that? This is my handy-dandy assistant, Amelia. The one that has the 17 countries on it, I just had it right there. So kind of the front. But anyway, so these countries, all for the most part, have had money ties to the crown and the corporation through taxes. So all of our taxes in Canada and the United States have gone to a Puerto Rican trust or an offshore account. So these are the ones. Thank you, Amelia. So United States, Canada, Australia, Russia, Germany, Poland, the Netherlands, France, Spain, Croatia, Romania, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland, Switzerland, and North Korea. So what they're doing, it's my knowledge what he's doing, is they're acting on we the people with a lot of the voter fraud stuff that happened. And they have to take it to The Hague in the international thing to cut the ties. And then the next step is like, these are baby steps. So the next step would be about exposing the Queen. So that 1776 commission and the 1776 thing that they're taking us all back, I believe, is part of Nasera. So that's one of the things about returning us back to natural law or constitutional law. So that's what it is we've had that ripped off. In Canada, whether people like to believe it or not, we are a communist country. We only get one thing of information, and same with the United States. One thing of information. Bullshit on the TV. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. So now what we're doing is that matrix is literally being broken down because those negative energies are not going to hold on anymore. It's just not
being allowed to play out anymore.
No, so we have to put the focus back on healing the countries in a lawful. I guess it's like putting the dominoes back up, if you will. So when I read the JSERA announcement from April 13th, where there's 25 countries released to economic relief, that I knew a long time ago was a part of what's happening. So there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. And one of it says the country of Hawaii will be restored. And I'm like, wait a second, Hawaii's a state. No, it's not. Not if if the United States are being a restored republic, a lot of the things that happened after 1776 do not apply. And titles and nobility has a lot to do with that. So if you're royalty, so Hawaiian Islands had a lot of royalty on it. There's a lot of operated in like from their governments and stuff like that. They've had that land taken away from them. That's being returned back because certain people aren't allowed to be in there anymore. So no more rich monarchy is allowed to rule us. No more globalists. They're gone. Bye-bye. The Great Reset is not what you think it is. So, and that's what I wanted to talk about today, but the fact that Trudeau went out one day and said, oh, the Great Reset is happening. And the next day he's like, it's conspiracy. It is a conspiracy theory.
I think people are getting really almost exacerbated by the situation. They're really, today people came out that are just so tired of it that they wouldn't have stood with us a month ago, but today they're just pushed beyond their brinks with the ridiculousness.
Exactly.
So come out, speak up. It feels very liberating to use your voice.
It does. It makes me happy, actually. And if you don't have that in your town, start it.
Stand on a corner, hand out some information.
Yeah.
All you do is be
just literally invite one person, say, okay, I'll just bring up Shannon. Shannon, I love you. I can talk like this because you've said it many times. And she's the girl who helped me on my Telegram. We love each other like sisters. She tells me many times, like, I would never be going to rallies if you didn't drag me to my first one. Like, what an eye-opening. It feels so freeing. It feels so liberating. It is. You know why? Because you can scream whatever you want and get it all out there and leave it all out on the field. Leave it all out on the battlefield. You've given all the information and raised up people's vibration. But the most part is you have to understand it comes from love. Because if you're just doing it like there's one guy from that yellow vested place today, and he was just literally barking at the news people, and I'm like, dude, just give the guy a chance to try and report the truth. Like, I don't know this guy. He doesn't know you. Like, why aren't we giving him a chance? And I said to the news reporter, you're going to want to record absolutely every bit of this from start to finish, because even if you don't yourself get it on the news, you're going to look at this rally and say, I was there, man. I was there. I was there reporting this with these awesome people when they were out there yelling their faces off, when not many people were listening, or they were just like humbly, well, I'm glad you're out there, but that's just not my jam to go outside.
There's still shocked looks by 60-70% of the people that drive by that literally have no idea why we'd be out there and are getting cameras out and trying to read. You can see them desperately trying to read the signs.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
Like,
it's we need to keep getting it out there. We
We
need to keep pressing
and
forward
bring
with our
a
voice.
person. Hashtags that push information. Yes, the Great Awakening. I'm with you. And it's all about the freedom. You know, it is. It's about us standing together peacefully.
Around the world, it's happening.
Around the world.
Millions upon millions doing the same thing.
Yeah.
We're not alone.
Yeah. And I think that's why I was so triggered with this this ego person, because I just have a message to say. And I don't want that censored. I don't want to be shadow banned, and I don't want to be gaslit. Period. I don't want to have somebody say that. Yeah, mansplaining. Oh, that's my favorite. Or the eye rolling.
You know, it's the rise of the feminine right now. And I think there's a lot of triggering from maybe some heavier on the masculine approach getting triggered. But it is a rise of the feminine.
Self-aware.
So women, rise up. Your divine feminine is being called upon.
I agree.
Well,
the
nurturing, you know, we want to bring our nurturing with us, but that's an asset.
I'm with you.
Yeah. This is when you yell and you
dry.
You're excited. Yeah. So I'm not as froggy.
So dry here. It's so dry here. I'm just like, every day I get on YouTube and I start talking and I can't drink enough. I'm like, I got the black lung pops. Seriously. Anyways, yeah, no. Yeah, we just wanted to come on and chit today. It's 36. Woohoo. So where does the UK fit into all this? Okay, so that's the next step is that when Jacera is fully unraveled and implemented on the world, we will all be having common law rights. But it's up to us as individuals to know the natural law and common law, Magna Carta law, period, of how our the land law, is effective to us and not the A and the W. Okay. So people are like so afraid of getting a ticket. We laugh in your general direction. I'm sorry. Because the courts are changing back to natural law, these tickets and fines, pay them with monopoly money as far as I'm concerned, because that's about how real the fiat money is at this.
I have a letter if you need it.
Yeah.
I'm teaching. And people that are interested will know where and when and how.
Yeah, so maybe you can post that in ravenredpill.com on Telegram, the letter.
That's a referral only one.
Oh,
so yeah, I don't want this in the hands of Antifa people.
No. That's a private
That's
group.
An old.
What are you talking about? My Raven Red Pill is a private group.
Oh, it's private. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
People there's only 200 people in there and they're lit. So they all share like
group. I will put it in
that group. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's nobody Antifa on my thing. They wouldn't last 2 seconds. Like
YouTube, anybody
watch? God, no. God, no. No. No,
so
on my
the
Telegram.
Right people with the right information.
Yeah, no. I don't let anybody. And that's the thing. The more closer we get to Christmas, our group is getting smaller and smaller as far as even frequency raising and keeping to your own energies and stuff like that. Because if you're letting somebody come at you like a machine gun first thing in the morning and with like happened
today
maybe
to you,
perhaps maybe today. I was like, dude, wow, I can't take this, right? And I literally said that. I'm like, when somebody is coming at me that passionately, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I did talk to a male about this. I said, generally, when men are at these rallies, their energy can be, even though they're passionate, they can look angry and victimized or something like that. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but you know what I mean? Just like kind of a lower vibration instead of raising people up. And it's just the way that they deliver the message. They're coming from that, listen to me, warrior phase, right? And they've done that. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And some people are nervous, and that energy
is
comes
just like
out.
all over the place. But my criticism or feedback or whatever, because I've been criticized a lot about how I talk, a lot. And feedback, as I said, here's the thing with protests, okay? Women, when they get up and say shit, okay, if you don't know what that woman is talking about, you're easily like, she's just a crazy conspiracy theorist. But if a guy's up there and he's like da 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 giving you that information, it's almost like, whoa now, whoa. Should we like, and this is from an authoritative people get more of their back up in the air about the way it's delivered, because women have a more natural flow to it sometimes, or a gentler way of putting it. I think
less
that's
aggression.
Yeah, maybe less aggression. So I've noticed that just with many public speakers, how certain words, even if you're not meaning them to trigger a person, they'll trigger a person. They'll just trigger like instant, deliberately, like just go down. So like if I were so at the very beginning, I would say just pretty much what it was ever on my mind. And I'm like, yeah, maybe that's not such a good idea. And then I'm like, yeah. And then I was like, okay, maybe I could say this. And then, that. And I'd always like to give facts, hope. Facts and hopes are always a great way. But and I noticed that a lot of women keep the energy really upbeat and positive, but the guys are out for battle. And they want to be heard, and it's sometimes very hard.
A bit aggressive, maybe.
Yeah.
A bit aggressive, but more aggressive than the message.
Yeah, more aggressive than the message. And I want the message to be heard.
To get it out.
But
we're not speaking desperately.
Yeah.
And I aggressively want you to get it, but we can't come across aggressive. And we just all experienced aggression today. So reset.
You can't use that word.
We can't use that word.
What are you, crazy, Amelia?
I have to exit and get tea.
I'm just kidding. What are you, crazy? She said reset on my show. What the heck? I'm just kidding. All good fun. But the recipe for the grapefruit. Oh yeah, okay. So recipe for the grapefruit is it's 2.5 hours. Yeah. 2.5 hours.
Keep the lid on.
Keep the lid on. And there's a recipe online, Amelia says, for queening. Okay. Yeah, and she makes hers online in the crock pot. So, and I think it's 2.5 grapefruits with the lid on, and just keep simmering that sucker at a certain temp, low temp though. Low temp. And then you can add some like monk sugar or whatever to make it not taste like ass when you're drinking it.
I add yacon syrup, which is a really healthy sweetener. I get it from the light cellar, and the yacon syrup is also a prebiotic, so it's a really good sweetener alternative.
Yeah, prebiotics kind of freak me out when I'm not fully on the. we have these laughs all the time.
On the fermentation train.
On the fermentation train, when you're trying to get your guts balanced, it's not the first thing you want to go jump into. Let's eat salad and hemp hydrosol.
You got it there. You said the word hemp hydrosol.
Yeah. So, Gaia.gold or Gaia Gold. Sorry, can you pass me that thing right there, hon? So GaiaGold.com. People were asking me, or .ca. Sorry, I'm just gonna hold up. That is the website for GaiaGold.ca. So, don't leave the house that day. So, don't leave the house is exactly right. Well, you'd be doing the 2-finger shuffle if you did all of that stuff, like the surprise face. Yes, yeah. There's lots of fun we could have with that. But this stuff is awesome. So yesterday I could barely move my neck. I got my massage. It was still really kinked after, but today I put a whole pile of this on, and man, I can move around. I don't have that pain anymore. Those are born on the cusp of Pisces Aquarius are then known as natural psychics of the zodiac, but not sure about December 21st. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, so the guy I was talking to today, he figures out life path numbers. So Jedediah, yes.
That's
So
quite a name.
Yeah, it is quite a name. So he was really, really. So he wanted to talk today, and I don't think he got a chance because there was
so many people that wanted to talk today. There was a lot of great speakers there. So it was his first time. He was eager. He had this message to get out. So
I feel bad. We just need to keep on a schedule. We need to tighten up we need to tighten the ship.
Because it's winter and people are getting cold and we have to stay moving and up and
Yeah. Happy.
More succinct.
More
that's what tomorrow is. More happy.
More collective consciousness, and that's what tomorrow is about. Yeah. So thank you. My Telegram. I did tell everybody that my Telegram was where thebomb.com was. Like it's a great feed. Shannon's doing an awesome job. She sent me a video too, and I'll because I missed it in the feed, but I'll just show you so you know which one I'll be talking about. I'm gonna pop on this. Just a second. She's like, I sent it to you here, and I sent it to you here. So it's Michelle Fielding, spiritual something, predictions going towards 2021 and beyond. So I'll show you this. That's what she looks like. And go watch her if you want to know what the thing is. Shannon said this was really good. So there's something for you to watch. And then I haven't watched, I'm not going to lie. I've never watched a 107 video, but I'm going to. I haven't. I heard they're good. He's good. If none of you have figured out what 107 means, it's 107, which is 17. Take out the big fat zero in the middle.
Yeah. 17. I figured out my birth time the other day, 217.
217. I was born at 217. So anyways. 217. Yes, everyone says Telegram. I see my old grandma sat by the fire telling me a story. That's so funny. Yes, one is awesome. So I'm going to get caught up on a few of those videos. But tomorrow is the big day for me. I'm super stoked about that. I'm not doing this as a place of ego. This is the biggest love that we can put on for the whole wide world. So
and
please,
the whole world can take part.
You guys can all take part. I mean, don't be shy. Literally, don't be shy. Put the music on so loud in the background that all you can see is your mouth moving, and then just drop it in there, even if it's just you.
Or edit with your friends and make the
raising the vibration. Really, raising the vibration. So you can all enjoy my owl bobblehead.
Oh my gosh!
See,
what's his name?
I don't Chipper because he's got no nose. Oh, that was a boyfriend's name back in the 90s, but Chipper. Yeah, Chipper. Wasn't his real name, but yeah. Anyways, is it ever? Do you ever remember them after? Like, oh, that was a bad joke. Like, not you, but me. Am I supposed to remember? What's your name again? Well, we could talk about funny stories all day long, but let's not. So I'm going to do these right now because it seems like something fun and calling to me.
Is it?
So I'll let you hold the book. And then everybody loves these cards. So I'm going to do a little card reading for everybody. So I'm going down in history. Yeah, I was kind of laughing. I bumped into an old friend on the way out today. By the way, dude, you're so hilarious. I think people don't know how to take me. Okay. And I haven't seen this person for I think 11 years. And he was standing at the very back, and I'm telling him to come tomorrow and all this stuff to the Heal the World video. And then I'm in my head, when you're looking at somebody and you're like, I know you, but I'm not sure how I know you. And so I just was ready to leave talking to him. So I'm like, oh, and by the way, you're a very attractive man. And I laugh, because I would say that, ask her. Ask her how many
Everybody.
times I've embarrassed the shit out of her.
Well, there's that, but she compliments everybody.
Yeah, I do.
As well.
I do compliment pretty much everybody I can. Like nice shoes,
You
nice
don't walk
hat.
10 feet without making people be seen.
Yeah, like I see you. I see you. Okay. So here's the funny part. I walk away and I'm like, oh my God, I totally know. And I'm almost embarrassed because this friend and I are connected through this other person. And we used to like talk about so much stuff. He goes, I didn't know you were into telling the truth now. And I'm like, now? I'm like, where have you been? Like, I've been here all the time. Where have you been? So it was really funny how this is not the first time at a rally that a whole pile of people that I know from Calgary, all of us light workers are coming together. We are coming together. So really funny story. But had I not waited around and froze my ass off,
you wouldn't have run into him.
I wouldn't have run into him. So there is always blessings in the anyways.
Right,
so
the silver lining.
The silver lining. So this is the card because it's sticking out. Okay. You saw the card for today. It'd be funny if it was the goblin because the goblin's about wounded ego. Okay, so what is this one? Ooh, I love it. It's the very first card. The Merlin. Look at that cool dude sitting there. Look at that. I love these cards. They're from Colette Baron Reed. I'm always got to make sure I get her name right. So read or
the Merlin.
Are you going to read it? You read it.
Want me to read it?
You read it.
It might need light. Okay, so the Merlin is the messenger of initiation and alchemy and is both the magician and the high priest. He is the masculine keeper of magic and has the ability to turn iron into gold. The Merlin says you have all you need to move forward. Rejoice that all the elements you require for success are indeed present. You are given notice that when it comes to your life and its purpose, the magical aspect of the Merlin can be summoned to help you find an answer that is within you. When the Merlin appears, he tells you that justice will be done in all matters of your query, but not by any forceful action. Instead, ask yourself what you need to do to bring balance into your life. Are you working too hard? Perhaps overthinking things? Do you have enough downtime?
Mm-hmm.
The answers you seek are not found in obvious places. It's time to go within, etc., etc.
Whoa.
You know where to find the answers.
So isn't that awesome? I love these. So crazy card, alchemy, turning into gold. Just so you know, I actually pulled this card too the other day when I was doing a reading. I was like,
Merlin again?
The Merlin again. I gotta open a window. I'm just like sweating my ass off in here. It's like sweating in here. Like
down to my.
I've got two pairs like of. Oh, tomorrow when you do come, please, please, please dress warm. Please, like everything. Bring warm extra stuff. So, yeah, go Merlin,
And
go.
red and white.
And red and white,
please,
yes.
Yeah, lots of red and white. It'll be fantastic.
Yeah, it will be
wave.
Fun. A wave.
Calgary's used to doing the red mile, so it shouldn't be too hard. I think we've all got
Yeah, but we don't need to see anybody's tits on this red mile. That's what girls did on the red mile. They'd be like, woo! So if you were a red mile girl, that's what you were doing. That's when you said red mile. That's all that triggered me is some girl flashing her tits on 17th Avenue. You're welcome for that little bit of history.
And so the red mile is for when the Flames would make it into the playoffs and everybody would come down to our 17th Ave and it would be known as the red mile and everybody was out cheering and
pretty funny.
My 10-year-old was out with a cowboy hat making people honk. No, on red mile.
Just see, we can all get out for red mile for
They'll do it for this?
For that. So I'm thinking, if we're gonna constantly raise people's vibrations over and over again, we have to just keep looking at it, like
week after week we do this. We're
that's
waking
right.
people up.
And you got to stick with it, man. Stick with it. So having inner power is strength. It is really, really great.
Really warm socks.
Hey, these ones are better. Look at these ones. They are like luxurious. They've got little grippers.
Yeah,
you're welcome. Hey, that looked like I was almost flexible.
No, No, we're
anybody.
not going to test flexibility.
Yes, no. Oh, this is what I was going to show everybody too.
Right.
So freedomforcanada.com is where you can go. And this is Dr. Joni supports this site here. And it's about litigation against this corrupt turdlet. So I got a whole bunch of stickers, but they're on the back of my computer. But that's one of them. So anyways, but yes, awesome to catch a live. Oh, I'm glad you guys all popped in here. So we weren't really expecting to do a live today, but yeah.
We're decompressing.
Yeah.
That
just
was
need
needed
to-
today. The energy was a little.
We need to put it into, like, there's so much opposition out there, and we need to keep focusing on stop canceling people out.
There's
Number
a
one.
sociocracy that needs to evolve with groups.
Well, this is
And-
it. This is what we're coming
And like we
to.
see in government with the alphas and the egos and the elitists and
Yeah.
it's just people are down under somebody again, and it's not.
Yeah,
what
we don't want to
be.
be under
We the
somebody.
people. We the people are consciousness,
Yeah.
and so each weekend we're hoping that the consciousness is what really unfolds.
Is a loop evolving,
Right.
Evolution, evolving. Yeah, it's taking a lot of bringing us just to all to a higher place of understanding and all together.
And the more that we bring people up to speed and current, the swifter this consciousness can move forward, and we can all cross this finish line.
You said it. You said it
Together.
So
Like Gabby said.
She was
Gabby
so awesome.
was awesome today.
I love that, Gabby.
I hope that video gets up there. Go watch for Raven's.
Yeah,
friend,
on my
Gabby.
Telegram, you guys gotta see Gabby. Oh man, she is just such a holy man. She's just such a special kid.
There's been a few.
Yeah, there's
show up
quite
to
a few.
rallies. There was one with a sign today that says a placard on it, and he's walking with his mom, and it says, "I miss my friends."
Yeah,
And I'm just
honestly, that's just this is what we've come to though. But we made a good showing today.
There were pots and pans and drums, cowbells. Everybody wanted to be heard.
Did you bring your crystal wand, Samantha? I didn't ask. I was going to ask you if she showed it to me on our Zoom call. It was so beautiful. It had like crystal, rose quartz crystal on
Is
each
that
end.
from the health fair?
I don't know. Where'd you get it from? Oh, you did. Okay, cool, sweet. I'm gonna get you to send a picture of your wand.
I want to get one.
It was in your backpack. Okay, good.
Just
Shit, I forgot to ask you. So I gotta empty my camera so I can start videoing this. I can't YouTube live anymore. I can't Facebook live. I can't even record hardly anything anymore off my phone. So it's either just chip in and go get a big, huge, and just a different professional camera.
Manifest that. There
We're
we go.
gonna
We're
manifest a
manifesting
professional
an
camera.
upgraded camera for Raven.
Yeah,
If
for the group.
For the group, if anybody's got something to donate to the cause.
Well, it's not, I don't want donations of money. What I'm looking for is like
equipment.
Yeah, equipment.
A lot of people might be
There's some people that we know in town we might have equipment for. So anyways, yeah. But yeah. But it is time to let go of all of this. That's what the Merlin is all about. Alchemy. Turning it into gold. So we're going to take our lessons from today. But it is about acknowledging your own ego. Like some people are like, oh, you're letting them get you down. No, I'm a type of person, literally. I laid it out here and then I'm like, okay, bye. You're not serving me anymore. I don't hold on to shit. I can't. I'm not that person. I've never been a person to hold a grudge, really. If I don't want to be around a person, I'm like, yeah, it's just not working out so well with your energy and my energy, and that's the way it is.
It's okay to let go so you can grow.
Surrender to love. No letting go, no releasing. Surrender.
And what that is, surrendering is just literally lifting up to what's already available. It's not letting go of anything. It's just lift out of it, surrender. Okay, I like that.
We've been taught that love is not abundant and it's conditional and all of this stuff. Like, what's wrong with being in love space? I love you. I love you. So I love you guys all. Yeah. So it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day shit, but if you have friends to discuss it and just let it out, that's the important part. And that's, I think, one of the reasons I've stayed so mentally sane. Like, honestly, it's not just the weed. My friend, he's like, he goes, what have you been up to? And I'm like, I'm the Bob Marley of freaking Calgary, man. I'm like, there's hardly anybody. And she was like, not expecting that response. I'm talking about smoking weed. Yeah, it was just funny. It's just, the whole point is to not take yourself so seriously, too. We all have a message here of love, and there shouldn't be any, like, friction.
Part of the message to repeat at, like, right now that I got today, right? It's really not politics. This really isn't about politics anymore. It's really, dark and light is too cliche to use, but if people were to really look, like, this isn't political, and even at the events, it feels like you'll see a lot of signs. There's a lot of different affiliations that show up to come and speak their freedoms. And it doesn't necessarily mean the signs that you see are exactly what we represent, but come and represent yourself.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of this, is I may not represent exactly the same ideology as the yellow vests is over there also speaking his liberties, right?
Yeah, you're speaking your liberties.
Because that just got a little bit of bad press a little while ago, and it's undeserved, because every person, we're all humans, we're all equal, so we're all learning how to express our voices.
And use them, because we've been silenced.
Effectively.
Exactly.
To bring people in, to motivate and inspire that they too have a voice.
Yeah, and they can be heard.
And their family and their legacy is depending on your voice. Now. There is no other time than now.
That's why I was like yesterday when that lady was yelling, it's not the time or the place to be talking about your human rights in the Goodwill store. And I'm like, well, when is it? When is the time?
I mean,
like, when is it?
5 stores I went in yesterday, maskless. You know, just to show people, and I looked for other people without a mask, and I think I saw 2 out of the 5 places I went. Yeah. So, but never let up. Like, I'm not staying at home. I want to be seen. I want to show people it's okay to take your mask off. Yeah. You look like you're struggling.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of people, as soon as you start taking your mask off or using your voice or even talking, like, I'll be on the train and I'll usually talk to you or Shannon or somebody, and I'll be like, oh yes, the COVID numbers in all this, like, cases don't actually mean, and I'll be giving them, like, even though the person on the phone knows the information, I'm literally regurgitating for the audience, and they know it. They're like, okay, are you off the train yet?
So it's like when you go on a blind date and you want that call, you know, that safety call.
The safety call, so from the like, girlfriend.
Do you want me to call you while you're on the train today? Do you want to do some red pilling? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much like that. I'm like, or I'll message Shannon and I'll say, I'm going out. I'm invisible, and if anybody stops me, I abide by common law jurisdiction, and I have
I'm invoking
my unalienable rights right on my screensaver.
Oh, I did that too.
So I'm like, dude, there's my bus pass. There's my C train ticket. I have the right to travel freely. Come at me. So that's pretty much what we're doing. So there was a great protest in Red Deer today. That's awesome, Mike. Love to hear it. I hope my friend Andrea was there. I hope she spoke today. So we did talk. She did this really awesome thing where she sat down with the school board at the beginning of the year and stuff, and they actually did it affected some change within the school board.
Good
so
to hear.
She's really awesome. So I thank you for putting that. Oh, you carried rocks with me when I went out today. No mask, even when tickets are given. Yeah, well, that's exactly. This is what people are coming to, like a phone. Like, I have a phone call into the Human Rights Department of Alberta right now. Like, I'm expecting a call back from them this week. And if they don't get back to me, I'm going to send an email and I'm going to list the places that literally have discriminated against me, not because of I'm being an a-hole, but they need to know their basic human rights. I have a right to do that.
You all have a right to do that. Complain in the right way.
And not a Karen way. So, but I did phone 311 and I'm going to do a 311 call, like,
was it
to the
Listen,
city.
Linda? Was it a Karen? What was it?
It was kind of funny. Like, Shannon's like, you need to record these on YouTube when you call. So maybe I'll do one before I get my teeth pulled or somewhere around there. So I phone and it's like, ring, ring, City of Calgary. How may I direct your call? And I'm like, well, hi, my name's Karen. And I'd like to just ask a couple of questions. Who do I call about this mandate thing that's here, this bylaw? Because what's the ticket? And she's like, it's $50. And I said, but I've read the thing and it says that it's for a corporation. So a mandate is for a corporation. So is that to the store? I'm confused. Or is that to the person? Like, because if we're I just played stupid, right? I'm like, if we're living beings, then how can we get a ticket from like a corporation as a corporation? And she's like, hold on a second. She comes back.
You gotta hold on.
I gotta hold on. She goes, gets the COVID Kool-Aid handbook. And she's like, oh, yes, there is some. Oh, I said, oh, and what gives stores the rights to violate my human rights when it's like common law jurisdiction, like, and for example, or my just charter of rights and freedoms to walk freely wherever I want here in Canada? Why is this mandate that's not passed by the government or by all of the people? Why is this trumping my health? Like, I don't want to go into a store with a mask on, but some of these stores are making me wear one or not shop. So I'm not supposed to get groceries anymore. So the people who aren't wearing masks aren't supposed to get their basic essentials. Like, do you think that's appropriate? And she couldn't really answer that. She's like, phone human rights. And I'm like, I will. And so I'm like, okay, well, when is the city putting out all the hazmat bins at the C-train station?
You made her think today.
I'm like, when is that happening? Is this the right number that I call for that? Because if this is so deadly, then I would think my safety as an exempt mask wearer, we need to have these bins all over the city to put these biohazardous containers. They're yellow. I used to work in the hospital. They're yellow. We need these yellow containers all over the city
instead of the masks and gloves.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't get like this. So I literally had a big chat with
was stumped.
Stumped is the best way. And then so this is
good questions.
This is how I ended the call. She goes, well, I don't really know how to help you. And I said, well, I know what you can do. You can like just help by starting to wake up a little bit. Have a nice day. And I hung up the phone.
Wake up a little bit.
What are you going to do? So, yeah.
And if you're worried about being called a conspiracy theorist, it's a pretty amazing badge that you'll be wearing in the future when you're a part of helping waking people up.
I think we should make tinfoil hat crowns before the Great Awakening, and then we can all wear them so people know we're all beacons of light and it's just shining off of our heads. Over here!
Like, flow of the tinfoil.
Like, really, I'm making a whole fucking gown out of it. Never mind Gaga's meat suit bullshit. I'm making a tinfoil hat gown.
All right.
Like, let's do her. Let's do her. Samantha, bring your crystal wand and we'll fashion a bigger one out of that. Yeah. So, but anyways, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, hi, everyone. Oh, there's Firestorm. I'm practicing my grandioseness when I receive apologies from family members. Isn't that the truth? I'll be like, you're welcome. You're welcome. But don't put that pineal gland below theirs or anything. Like, there's got to be some sort of you're welcome.
Like, I told you so.
Yeah, we got to let go because that's ego. That's ego.
There's not. I want you on board. Thank you for getting on board.
Like, thank you for coming to our frequency ship, So, did anyone see about Turd and the Six Nations issue? Yeah, he's trying to do the Great Reset shit, but that's just a puppet show right now. So it's really to distract you from the events that are taking place behind the scenes with the Dominion voter fraud and all of that other stuff shit going on. So if you didn't hear, Dominion machines are the same ones that counted the Biden, count the COVID. Oh, surprise, surprise. Are you surprised?
There's going to be more people dying than population.
Right.
If we rely on the Dominion servers to count, we have 781% death in the community.
I see dead people. I see dead people voting. I see dead people that's supposed to have corona that didn't.
It's mayhem what happened.
It's so funny, but because of the watermarks and all of that, I'm just like excited about that.
It was
And
all
I
watched
gotta
in real
imagine.
time.
Let's just imagine Trump sitting there with his big bowl of popcorn, like pretty good. Look at all those suckers over there.
And
Not
he gets
thinking
up
like
and does the
it
Trump
does
dance.
that Trump dance. Everybody do the Trump dance. We should try and do that in our video tomorrow. But like just a one-off, the outtakes, the Trump dance.
Yes, we'll do some outtakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
It's
need a
so
trailer
funny.
video of excellent.
Oh, you guys need to make videos. This is what's getting our energy up, and so
have
funny.
fun with it.
Yeah, I actually tried to learn Heal the World on the guitar. There's a couple of bar chords in there that I kind of fucked up on, but anyways. But yeah, same kind of machines made by IBM properly. Yeah, exactly. Can you post your screensaver on Telegram? Yes, I think I did actually. So I'll post it there right now. While I'm remembering.
Like you do it.
I'll be like, shit, I forgot to do that. Dang. So I'll have to remember where it is because it's such a. Do you all want to see my picture with David Wolf again? There we are. I'm just kidding. That's my funny ego. It's just a stupid thing. Okay, I'm looking for these. Oh, I did take a picture of her today. Where is she? Okay. Look at me and Gabby. Wait. Isn't that cute? Isn't that a good picture, you guys? That's little Gabby who spoke. So I wanted to make sure she had the equipment behind her so she knew about her very first kind of almost professional public speaking. So yeah, she was such a rock star.
First engagement of public speaking.
Well, she did, I think, speak at one of the other ones, but this was really, really, I think,
she had to kind of convey a lot. She had a big message to deliver, and she did a fantastic job. We're really proud of you,
she was
Gabby.
so amazing. Okay, so here's the unalienable rights. It looks like this big. And I'm posting it right now too. I'll post it both to Telegram in Red Pill Raven and Raven Moonstone Art. So boom, there's one. And then not enough storage space.
And there's thousands of drops in Raven Moonstone Art Telegram. And so the search field is absolutely imperative. You can go look up your subjects, which are looking for videos, whether it's links, so you can store it in Telegram. So
yeah, I think something happened. Like it's not posting. Look, see, I tried to post it and it's not posting there. So yes, that's it.
We'll figure it out by tomorrow.
So yes, but I'm quite behind on a lot of people's Twitter. If you haven't followed David Avocado Wolf, he's got 24.4 thousand followers and subscribers. Oh, 24,402. It's almost a magical number. But he's at / David Avocado Wolf, and he's got lots of great products and stuff. And he also has really great memes. She's like chocolate. Yeah. So anyways, but yeah, so I don't know what's wrong with my phone. I'm gonna have to figure it out so I can post that, or I'll get Shannon to post it in there. So yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna go. Yeah, speaking of which, Kathy, lolling as I puff on my joint. That's exactly what we're gonna do now. I'm like, okay, chat time's over. It's past 7 o'clock. It's time for my next joint. Yeah. We need to warm ourselves up and
to relax so I can stretch
and relax. And she's gotta go do stuff. I gotta do stuff.
We have people to see and places to go.
I don't. I'm just literally gonna put my house coat on. after I smoke my joint, and go through my Telegram video and then read some stuff.
I'm gonna go spread my sunshine.
Yeah, I'm not spreading any more sunshine today. I'm sunshined out until tomorrow. I'm resting up, so tomorrow's gonna be. Yeah, she's for tuning in. We're gonna peace out. See, we like having what's one.
Peace is this way.
Peace is this way. So, light and love, everybody. Have a good evening, and hopefully, we'll be able to do. I'll do a Zoom maybe tomorrow at some point. If I don't have somebody scheduled, maybe I'll rearrange a Zoom. But I have to go do this video, and I'll probably come home around 3 or 4. So, and then yeah, so I might be on about.
You'll be in a hot bath after that.
Yeah, I might be in a hot bath, but I don't know. Maybe we'll do a Zoom when I get home. We'll see how it is. But anyways, love from the Maritimes. I love you guys. Look at how calm we are.
What a good day.
It was a good day, even though we were tweaked off with our Lego my egos.
But that's still part of life, still part of the balance.
We got to get over
part
it.
of the dynamics of we have to work through this. We're going to have these kind of obstacles, hurdles, challenges.
We need to grow as a collective. We need to grow.
And there's lessons in it for me. Like, so today I'll go and decompress and look in the mirror and go, okay, where could I have done
I ain't
better?
looking in the mirror. I look like a hag today. Like, I'm just kidding. That's teasing. Anyways,
right.
I love you guys all. Thank you very, very, very much. I love chatting with all of you, and it's fun. Amelia likes it too. That's how come I dragged her back.
Not as shy to me.
So look at this, 56 viewers and 50 thumbs up. So I appreciate all the thumbs up, you guys. It helps get your notifications up since I'm being shadow banned. Yeah, so love you guys. Take care. Have a good evening or a good morning. Depends where you are. Oh, good. That was good.